Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.
Hey, welcome to the Quarterly Report, brought to you by the Red Knight Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy, Town Biz. Thank you for tuning in. Your first time to the channel, please hit that like, subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell so when I drop something, you'll be notified every time I drop it. Anyway, no, this is a reaction channel, man, so we're going to react. We finna get off into some content. Now, what we finna talk about, right, is what's going on in these streets. And ain't no allegedly going on. This is what's really going on in these streets. You got a lot of homo thugs out there. No disrespect to y'all, but the reason why I'm calling y'all homo thugs because y'all in the closet. Now, y'all come out the closet and live in your truth. I can't be mad at you. But when you hanging around straight men, acting like you straight, but at nighttime, you creeping off doing things. You got a wife and kids at the house. You taking a chance on bringing your wife back something or whatever the case it may be, bro. So y'all need to be straightforward with these women so these women quit thinking all men are in the closet like you dudes. You feel me? Like somebody always told me when you see two men hang out all the time, all day long, every day, something's wrong there. Something's going on there. Because when you a man and you have responsibilities, a man don't want to hang around a man all day long. It's bad enough a man don't want to hang around his woman all day long. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to get out here and make it happen. But so you think about two men that hang around each other more than a man hang around his own woman. Anyway, let's get to this content and we're going to talk about it though. You feel me? Hope y'all having a wonderful, blessed day. And we're going to get this content going, man, and speak on it, man, because this is crazy.
In June 2020, Jacksonville, Florida, 37-year-old Leonard Whitaker lived with his wife, Monique, and their two children, ages 9 and 12. Leonard was employed as a warehouse supervisor for a regional freight company. He was described by acquaintances as reserved and punctual, a person who did not draw attention outside of routine work and family obligations. His family lived in a rented single-family home in a residential area of the city. Outwardly, his life appeared stable. For approximately 8 months prior to June 2020, Leonard had been engaged in an undisclosed relationship with 29-year-old Dominique Price. Dominique was a trans woman who resided across town in a modest apartment complex.
And let me say this, I ain't got nothing against the LGBTQ community or the alphabet community, whatever you want to call it. No disrespect to y'all at all. You feel me? Like like I respect the tranny because the tranny living in their truth. They're not trying to act like they're straight when they really live a certain lifestyle. So you got to respect that. But the man who sit there acting like he's straight, going back home to his wife and kids is something else. You know what I'm saying? That's a different part of the game. That's something that need to be talked about. Like, why are you even putting your family in danger like this? Why did you put your wife in danger? Like, this is weird. Anyway, let's go.
She supported herself through retail work and occasional babysitting for neighbors. Leonard and Dominique met through a dating application. From the beginning of their communication, Leonard established rules for the relationship. He told Dominique he lived alone, worked long hours, and had no close relatives nearby. He stated she could not come to his residence, nor could she be introduced to any friends or family members. Their meetings occurred only at her apartment or in rented motel rooms.
So pretty much what he did he was lying to his wife and he was lying to the tranny at the same time. So he was telling his wife he was out doing something and he telling the tranny, I live by myself. You can't come by me. Think about that. Anybody, I don't care if it was a straight woman or you know what I'm saying, a person that live that rainbow lifestyle, right? You tell somebody you live by yourself, you can't come by my house and I can't introduce you to, you can't meet none of my friends. You don't think that woman or that person gonna pop up and see what's really going on? They gonna do their due diligence, follow you, scope watch, and they gonna peep what's going on, bro.
Dominique accepted these restrictions initially, interpreting them as discretion, but over time her expectations changed. She began to question Leonard's secrecy, pushing for acknowledgement in his personal life. Dominique asked repeatedly to see where he lived and to meet him outside of confined locations. Leonard resisted, continuing to conceal his family status. He explained his refusals with statements about stress from work, the need for privacy, and an insistence that he would eventually involve her more openly. During the same period, Monique noticed changes in her husband's behavior. His phone, which had previously been accessible, was now kept locked. Leonard returned home later than usual, offering inconsistent explanations about extended shifts or errands. Before we dive deeper, let us know in the comments where you're watching from.
That's crazy, man. Crazy work, man. Let's get back to it. But this goes on every day. Please believe that. Some of you women right now laid up with that dude at the house, with that dude you laid next to right now. That dude you laid up with right now, please believe he probably one of them dudes that get away from you, go hang out with one of these kind of people from the LGBT community, and he get down like down on the low. You don't know, you should know, because you know, listen, this how I'm gonna give you guy ain't touch your man, right? When y'all getting busy, right? Rub your fingers somewhere between his buttocks and see what he do. If he poke it out so you can play with it, yeah, he get down. He's funny. If he instantly snap on you like, man, what the hell you? Then you know you're a straight man. Let's go.
We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. When questioned, he became defensive. Monique confided her suspicions to her sister, acknowledging she believed he was engaged in infidelity but lacked tangible proof. On June 19, 2020, Leonard's household followed a routine evening. He was outside preparing food on a grill while Monique arranged dinner inside.
I ain't mean to stop it, but another thing that kind of throwing me off right now, that kind of got me thinking is, what were you not doing at the house to make a man to say, I don't see no man say, I don't think it's nothing a woman can do. I know for a fact there's nothing a woman can do that make me say, I'm good on women, that I'm finna turn to somebody that look like a woman. Nah. But what I'm saying is, I do hear a lot of stories about men that have beautiful wives at home, nice house, nice everything, kids, and then they go and creep off like and lay up with somebody else, whether it's a straight woman or so whatever the case it may be. You feel me? So what are you not doing at home? Because if you're taking care of home, right, know what you're supposed to do at home, then he should be happy to come home. He should want to get off work and come home and be with his family. Anyway, let's get back to the content, because you never know. Some people just be selfish and want their cake and eat it too, for whatever that means. Let's go.
Their two children played on the porch. At approximately dusk, a knock at the door interrupted the routine. Monique answered and encountered a tall woman with braided hair who appeared tense but composed. The visitor asked directly, I'm looking for Leonard. Leonard entered the hallway and immediately recognized Dominique. His demeanor shifted as he registered her presence in the doorway. The interaction that followed escalated rapidly. Dominique confronted Leonard about his dishonesty, demanding explanations for the falsehoods regarding his personal life. She identified him in front of Monique, pointing and asking why he had concealed his circumstances. Monique, caught off guard, looked between them, attempting to process the unfolding scene. The situation turned violent within seconds. Leonard moved quickly toward a drawer position near the doorway, retrieving a handgun he kept stored there. Dominique, startled by the escalation, froze momentarily. Leonard fired the weapon at close range, striking her in the shoulder. Dominique screamed in reaction and turned away, fleeing the house in an attempt to escape. She moved toward the street, while Monique shouted at Leonard to stop. Leonard pursued her outside. At the curb, he raised the handgun a second time and discharged another round. This bullet struck Dominique in the back. She collapsed onto the grass bordering the street.
He collapsed.
Neighbors, alerted by the noise, began exiting their homes. Monique immediately gathered her children, moved them inside, and placed a call to emergency services. Her report to the dispatcher was brief and urgent. Her husband had shot a woman outside their home. Officers from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrived at the residence within minutes of the emergency call on June 19, 2020. They found 29-year-old Dominique Price lying face down on the lawn with visible gunshot wounds. Paramedics attempted life-saving measures but declared her deceased at the scene. Approximately 10 feet away, 37-year-old Leonard Whitaker stood with his hands raised, his .40 caliber pistol placed on the driveway. His wife Monique remained on the porch, holding their two children, visibly distressed. Several neighbors had gathered nearby, reporting they had heard shouting inside the house followed by two gunshots in rapid succession. Crime scene investigators began immediate documentation. A perimeter was established around the house and front yard. 2 expended shell casings were recovered, one located near the threshold of the front door, the other positioned beside Dominique's body on the curb. A visible blood trail extended from the entryway across the walkway and onto the grass where Dominique collapsed.
Jeez.
Her purse, lying open in the grass, contained
His purse.
Personal items including a cell phone, state identification card, keys, and a folded piece of paper with Leonard's workplace address written in pen and circled. Detectives marked this note as significant evidence, indicating a deliberate effort by Dominique to locate Leonard's residence. The firearm was secured, it was registered to Leonard and still warm when placed into an evidence bag. Leonard was transported without resistance to the precinct for questioning. The case was assigned to Detective Carla Benton, an experienced homicide investigator. During the initial interrogation,
That man knocked her down because he knocked this person down because he didn't want the dude to go back and tell his wife that he was living his double life, and on top of his double life, he was living a triple threat life because he was in the closet sleeping with another man, and he was trying to come on, man, this is crazy.
Leonard described Dominique as someone who wouldn't leave me alone. He stated she had shown up uninvited, forced her way inside, and threatened him in front of his wife and children. He claimed he retrieved the gun to protect himself and his family, insisting the shots were fired out of fear. When pressed, Leonard acknowledged an ongoing affair with Dominique but attempted to minimize its duration and significance. He asserted that she had become unstable, harassing him with calls and messages. He repeated that she entered aggressively and he believed she intended to harm him or expose him. Detectives conducted a parallel interview with Monique, who presented a contradictory version. According to her statement, Dominique knocked at the door politely, introduced herself, and asked for Leonard by name. Monique said Dominique's demeanor remained calm until Leonard entered the hallway. At that point, Leonard's behavior shifted. He appeared panicked and confrontational. Monique stated Dominique had not raised her voice, displayed a weapon, or attempted to force entry. She emphasized that Dominique turned away and tried to leave only after being shot inside the entryway. The medical examiner's autopsy reinforced Monique's account. The first bullet entered Dominique's right shoulder from the front, at close range, consistent with a discharge inside the doorway. The second bullet entered her upper back, traveling downward at an angle, consistent with her running away as Leonard pursued and fired again. The cause of death was identified as the back wound, which penetrated vital organs and caused rapid blood loss.
So instead of you just sitting down and just being like, well, man, baby, I've been living this double life. You know, I like little sausages on my plate from time to time. You know, you just decide to take her life, but take this dude's life, man, and spend the rest of your life in prison away from your kids and wife because, and you know what's weird is, I hate to say it, but a lot of women is dating bisexual men now. Sit down. A lot of women now are dating bisexual men. So you could have came out and told your wife, but she probably 9 times out of 10 would have accepted you anyway because these women out here so lonely now that they don't even care if you straight or not. They just want somebody in their life. I hate to say it like that, but that's what I be saying. Let's go.
Investigators examined Dominique's belongings further. Her phone provided an extensive record of communication with Leonard. In the week prior to the incident, she placed over 30 unanswered calls and sent multiple messages without response. One message read, "You can't just disappear on me." Earlier saved screenshots of conversations showed Leonard telling her repeatedly that he lived alone, worked long hours, and would eventually introduce her to his home. He wrote, "I'll bring you over soon, just be patient." These statements conflicted directly with his marital status and family life. The handwritten note with his work address confirmed her effort to identify his residence after he cut off communication.
Man, listen, man. At the end of the day, y'all, you know, I just really wanted to tap into that just to show y'all how easy it is to lose your life, lose everything that you worked so hard for. Like I said, if you ain't got a stable, in order to make a strong house, you got to have a strong foundation. You dig what I'm saying? And that's, in this situation, he started a family knowing that his foundation was a little floozy. You dig what I'm saying? That he like to swing on the wild side or whatever the case it may be. No disrespect. Like I said, I don't got nothing against the homosexual community, the LGBTQ element or whatever it is community. I don't know the proper letters, so I'm just gonna say the alphabet community. I don't have a problem with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just have a problem with those who's in the closet and come out, because you could have gave this woman Hiv, that them 3 letters. You could have gave this woman anything, man, by going that route, sleeping with these men, and then going back to your wife and sleeping with her. You know what I mean? And y'all could take this as a lesson learned. Look, it wasn't the Hiv, the 3 letters that got him. It was them other 3 letters, COP. It was the 4 letters that got him. No, 3 letters, cops, COP. The S is just on it. Anyway, man, y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank y'all for tuning into the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special. I'm your boy, Town Biz, and thank you for tuning in. Till the next time, we're going to get it popping again, man. You know I'm going to keep them coming daily for y'all, man. Let's go.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.